Taurus, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for the current energies, so stick around. There might be a message in this reading for you, and as always, if you appreciate me like I appreciate you, hit that like button because that really helps me out. All right, you guys, let's see what's going on for all of you for the current energies of this week. Are we ready? All right, first card out for you, Taurus, is the Magician coming up reversed to the Nine of Cups reversed. So I feel as if there was something that you really wanted to make happen and it didn't happen. All right, we've got the Nine of Cups coming up reversed. So this is, really wanting something that didn't come past because this is the wish card and you didn't get your wish. And then we have this manipulation card of the Magician upside down. So there was something you really wanted. Maybe you really wanted to be with this person, this Magician energy, because this could be an Aries, or maybe you had someone else. But I feel as if it just wasn't working. All right, so now the fact that you didn't get what you wanted, you didn't get how you wanted it, maybe a situation just wasn't going to work out. So now I see that you're faced with maybe looking in other directions. All right, so yeah, I mean, sometimes we don't get what we want, right? And we have to let go of it. And we have to just kind of say that maybe this just wasn't for me. Maybe this wasn't for my highest good. Maybe that's why I had to go. Maybe that's why it didn't come through. But I feel as if, you really wanted this. And now that it didn't, I'm glad to see that you are starting to look at what other options you have in front of you. So that's good, Taurus. We do have the Queen of Swords coming up reversed with the World card reversed. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. So let's look at this. All right. So, here we have this Queen of Swords coming up upside down. Like, and when I see the queens or the kings come upside down, there's usually this energy of, suppression of true emotions. All right. When she comes upside down, I mean, there's something that made her very, very upset, very angry. She's not very happy when she's upside down. And it could be that, maybe this is a situation that you really need to end and it's not ending. It's almost like it just keeps going on and on and on. And, you're over it. It's like, I'm done. This is not working for me. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired of trying to put energy into someone or a situation, that's just not working. All right. And I think you start to really see that, maybe it is time to put this to a close. Maybe it really is time to end something that has been lingering, because this is you hanging on. All right. I'm going to hang on. I'm going to hang on. I'm going to hang on, but I can't, and you can't. So I feel as if it's really time to really look at a situation that you really wanted to manifest and it just didn't happen, and it's time to close the door. You haven't closed it yet, right? Because you're still wondering whether or not there might be one little breadcrumb left to save it. And I think that even though I really want to see if maybe just a little bit more, if I hang on just a little while longer, maybe things will turn around. But it's really time to kind of let go of something that, it's just not meant to be. I mean, really, it's because it's almost as if, by hanging on to this energy, Taurus, you become the victim. All right. And you can't be the victim because that means, you're just not really taking care of yourself. It's all about the other thing, the other person, the other situation, the other problem. And you need to really kind of focus in on what do you need. All right. Because you think you need this, but clearly you don't, because the universe is not giving it to you, and here you're not receiving the energy from this situation. It's time to close it. All right. And you've been dealing with this situation for a long time, Taurus. All right. Because it keeps coming up on your readings repeatedly, and this World card is like, can we end it once and for all? It's not going to happen. We're not going to make this work. It's not going to work, and it's really, and it doesn't matter. Even if you give it another chance, it's not going to work. Six of Pentacles reversed. You're not going to manifest the situation you originally wanted because it's not for your highest good. All right. Because in whatever it was that you were dealing with, if it was a person, a job, whatever the situation was, it wasn't good for you. All right. It may be, you may have thought it was, but it just wasn't good for you. King of Pentacles is coming up. And I feel like, there is this energy of, you moving into a place of more stability, all right? And maybe what you need to do is really touch base with somebody who, could really give you some good feedback. because I feel like with this card, there is somebody you know, an older person, who is really well read, you know, in the school of life, so to speak. But I feel as if somebody could really guide you better in a direction. So if there is somebody around that you know could help you, you know, kind of clear your mind and your thoughts, you know, because, you know, you've got to now make another, you know, direction. You've got to move in another place. So I feel as if there is somebody, but you got to get out of your head, right? You've got to get out of your head, Taurus. You've got to understand that, you know, it's really time to let something go, all right? It's not serving you anymore. You know it's not serving you anymore. There is a better option for you out there, all right? And I feel as if you have a lot of choices and decisions, this guy here, this King of Pentacles, could really help you kind of focus in the direction that you might need to go, you know, and kind of get you back pointed towards your true north. But, you know, you got to get out of your head. You know, sometimes, you know, you keep playing the story about, well, you know, well, what happened that it didn't work? And why didn't it? And maybe if I did this, or maybe if I didn't that. This is that energy of, you know, time to really close this door, Taurus, all right? It didn't work, period. It's not meant to be. You gave it a full-fledged effort. It's not going to be, all right? You sacrificed yourself, you know, for the greater good of this wish that you really wanted to happen. And it didn't work, right? So now it's really time to close that door, get out of your head, you know, and start to see that you have other things that you need to start focusing on, you know. And if you're not clear, like I said, there is this energy of someone in your life who can help you find the guidance, the direction that you really need to move forward and kind of get away from this old cycle that seems to have caught you up in a hamster wheel, all right? So let's get out of that, because we know it's not going to happen, all right? It's not going to manifest. You're not going to get it. So you've got to move on. And, you know, it's that closing of the door that makes it so hard for us. And I feel like, Taurus, it's time to close the door on whatever this was once and for all, because a whole new life really wants to emerge from you. And, you know, it's like it's never going to work. All right, as much as you want it to, if it hasn't worked up until this point, what makes you think anything's going to be different moving forward? You may want to make the changes, but if they're not willing to make the changes, or wherever you're working isn't going to make any changes, then you have to realize that I'm going to have to do it myself and move on. So I do feel as if, even though you don't want to kind of make the next moves, this is a card of 5 of Swords, you know, it's really time to change, and your intuition is even telling you it is time. This is not working. It's never going to work. I've got to let it go. All right, Taurus, so once and for all, this eclipse came through to kind of really put it in your head that, you know, what's done is done, and I can't try to hang on to anything anymore. All right, so that's the message I got for you, Taurus. Pretty kind of wild out there, but you know your situation, and you know what you've been hanging on to, and it's just not meant to be. So let it go, all right, so something better can come in. All right, you guys, I'll see you all later. Until then, be well. Hit that like button. Bye.